The channel you're watching involves positive, heavy, and deep discussions, conversations which may be too real for some adults and unsuitable for kids under 18. Parental discretion is advised. You didn't pay no money, so there's no need for you acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Now's about that time for the Carlos Stargell Show. With your host, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. One who's not afraid to speak what they feel, yell out what's real, with no bull, no lies, no acts, no slacks, just straight facts. Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because when they made him, they broke the mold. Now it's time to enjoy the Carlos Stargell Show.
No one can do it better.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
If you have something to say, speak up with authority and conviction. If not, sit down and shut up.
Talk to me. Say something.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
They say two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure makes it even.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Hey. What's up? What's happening? How y'all be? Welcome to the Carlos Stargell Show. This is a channel where you can just vent, be yourself, and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously all at the same time. There's a right way and a wrong way to say and do any and everything. And it's not what you say, it's how it's said. So please be mindful and respectable to those as you like the same done unto you.
Talk to me. Say something.
You didn't pay no money, so it's no need for you acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. So now just sit back, relax, and enjoy with the Carlos Stargell Show. With me, your host, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. One who's not afraid to speak what they feel, yell out what's real. No bull, no lies, no slack, no acts, just straight facts. Me, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made me, they broke the mold. So now it's time to enjoy the Carlos Stargell Show.
No one can do it better.
If you have something to say, speak up with authority and conviction. If not, sit down and shut up.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me. Say something.
They say two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure makes it even.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm all right if y'all all right. Welcome to the Carlos Stargell Show. I'm your host, that Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Not afraid to speak what I feel, yell out what's real, with no bull, no lies, no acts, no slacks, just straight facts. And like I said, it's a right way and a wrong way to say and do any and everything. And it's not what you say, it's how it's said. So please be mindful and respectable as you like the same done unto you. The weather here in Burlington, North Carolina, right now is partly sunny, 87 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still hot out there enough for me though.
Talk to me. Say something.
That's the kind of weather. If you got any kind of illness like respiratory, epilepsy, high blood pressure, stay in the house. Wait till the sun go down. That's all you got to do. And I want to give birthday shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, August the 18th. And happy belated birthday, 17th, for the 16th and the 17th as well. Leo's in the house.
Happy birthday, y'all. And many, plenty more.
And I want to give my shout outs and my love to all my peeps all around the world, all across the country. And to my peeps and family in Atlanta, Georgia, the surrounding Atlanta area, and the whole state of Georgia.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Okay, I usually say I'm going to freestyle, but today I want to talk about something that was on my mind since yesterday. I was talking to my cousin up in Columbus, Ohio. Not going to mention his name due to respect I have for his privacy. But we were talking yesterday, and we was like, we know we don't talk as much as we should, but when we do, we try to make the best of it. And like he said too, like about another friend of ours, we do love truly, and he's our buddy. It don't take but a second just to pick up the phone and call just to say how you doing, are you all right, and let them know that you all right.
Talk to me. Say something.
But like I say, I'm not gonna call no names because like I said, I respect people's privacy. But at the same time, like I said, like I'm gonna say it again, life is too short. I mean, people, like I told them too yesterday, people falling out like flies, just like that. And you know what's funny about that? You can be here today and gone within a split second.
Talk to me. Say something.
And that is true because I've known that to happen. Had a cousin like that. Just talked to him about 10 minutes before he had his heart attack and died.
That was a hurting feeling, y'all.
Yeah. And then his cousin, which is his dad, which is my cousin, I felt real bad for him because I told him I had just talked to him before he had that heart attack. I mean, like I said, you never know what's going on with people. You don't know what's wrong with them. I mean, you don't know if they sick or whatever. That's why life is too short. And when I say here today, gone in a split second, that will happen. And you got to be careful how you treat them while they on earth and while they on this earth. Please act on one accord.
Rap them a little bit right here.
Because keeping it real though, I mean, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. But at the same time, you got some people that just do stuff deliberately and on purpose because they think they can. But guess what? It don't always work like that. But they say we have to forgive. Yeah, we do. I mean, yes, we do, in spite of, not because of, but at the same time, my advice to some of these so-called Christians out here, I mean, I'm not trying to put the man or woman of God down, but I'm going to say this right here. Don't try to, please, when a person is down like that or hurting, don't try to say stupid stuff like, I know how you feel, but no, you don't know how they feel. Everybody handles
Shit.
in their own different way. I mean, everybody have their way of grieving. We can't tell nobody how they supposed to feel because you don't know what kind of bond they had or whatnot.
Talk to me. Say something.
But like I said, I'm not trying to put the men or women of God down. But I always say this right here. If you haven't walked in my shoes and you don't know what I've been through, please do not try to tell me.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
Because guess what? I'm going to tell you in a minute.
Leave me a hell alone.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but if I'm hurting and you trying to make me feel worse than I am, oh yeah, I'm gonna cuss you out. I'm gonna call you every name in the book,
Including the child of God.
because y'all know and I know that children of God don't act a certain way.
Talk to me. Say something.
I mean, you got some. I mean, like I said, you got some of these folks that go to church every Sunday and be there time the doors of church open before the doors of the church open. And those be the main ones who always keep a whole lot of mess going. Always trying to tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do, how you supposed to act, how you not supposed to act. Well, you know what? I say this right here to them as well. Don't try to advise or tell me nothing if you can't practice what you preach.
Talk to me. Say something.
And you know what, though? They say a word like that for people like those, the word is hypocrite. That's too nice, y'all. I got a name for them. I mean, it ain't nice, but it ain't foul.
Test the liars.
Yeah, I said it. Test the liars. Because they go to church every Sunday, test the line. Testifying and lying at the same time and doing it well.
Talk to me. Say something.
But like I said, who am I to judge? I mean, we don't live in glass houses, so we don't need to throw stones, but good Lord, my ears heard, my eyes saw. I was there. So if I saw and I heard, and God and if me and look, and God is my witness, I'm just gonna say this right here. Ain't nobody tell me.
Talk to me. Say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
And that's on the real for real though. I mean, and then they think when you stand up to them, they think you wrong and disrespectful. Well, guess what? I'm not. Y'all still ain't woke and y'all can't handle the truth. And you know I hate to say this, but like I say, no disrespect to women, to the men or women of God. Not all of them, but the majority of them.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
And they are. Because like I say, a lot of them can tell you stuff and half of them don't even practice what they preach. But then you catch them, like for example, I remember one time when I heard some of them old cackling church women talking one time. Talking about, I seen Carlos at the such and such. I said, what the hell you doing there then?
Talk to me. Say something.
You know what I'm saying? You can call me out, but when somebody call you out, then you want to get all in your feelings and act like your, excuse my expression, act like your
Shit.
don't stink. And that's on the real. I mean, come on now. Like I said, them who yet not seeing or whatever, will cast the first stone. Meaning, we ain't no better than nobody. We don't live in glass houses, and we really need to quit throwing stones.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me. Say something.
But really though, like I said, I'm not gonna say nothing else about them because guess what? They got to be held accountable, and they ain't got to answer to me. If anything, they'll be answering to the Almighty.
No one can do it better.
That's right. And then, like I said, and they think, hey, cuz, what's up? Yeah.
Talk to me. Say something.
But anyway, like I was saying, they don't like it when you tell the truth. I mean, a lot of them so brainwashed and they ain't woke yet. They still worshiping some acidic, thin hair, blue-eyed, thin lip, fruitcake. And he called himself Jesus? That's not the original. We all know that's some kind of model. But in reality, if you read, you just got home from church. Well, I got something to say to you, cuz.
Hallelujah, 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 with excitement and emotion.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. God. Sorry about that, y'all. Shut up. But like I said, I guess the Lord telling me to quit messing with him. But I'm going to say it one more time.
Hallelujah, with excitement and emotion. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yeah, we know that. Cuz I do know that. All you have to do is read Revelations, the first chapter, 14th verse. And yes, it do say that. His hair is like wool. His feet are like brass. And his eyes are red as fire. And we ain't talking about that drunk in the alley over there on Lucky Street now. We talking about the real deal. But they want us to worship something, like I said, something thin hair, thin lip, blue eye, pale skin, fruitcake. Whoever it was had them the model had us believing this
Bullshit.
for 500 years. But like I said, and the ones that still brainwash,
Wake your motherfucking ass.
excuse me, y'all. Yo. Oh, wait. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Like I said,
Wake your motherfucking ass up.
and that's on the real for real. Because guess what? Now, like I said, like I told y'all before, thanks to technology, internet, and social media, there are plenty of ways we can get around without co-signing bullshit.
Talk to me. Say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
No one can do it better.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Yes, they are. But anyway, so much for that. Because like I said, I ain't trying to step on, and I ain't in no mood to step on nobody's toes or hurt nobody's feelings with the truth. But guess what?
I'll do it.
We're not a problem. But anyway, I'm going back to tell you, when I was talking to my cousin up in Columbus, Ohio, he actually told me when we were talking, he told me, he said, you done came a long way. He said, I'm proud of you, cuz. I said, thank you, man. And he said, you really have. He said, when we were younger, he said, you were wild. I said, I ain't gonna say I was wild. I said, I was more loose. Cause I was young. I was, more, you know what I mean. But I told him too, like I tell these young folks today, before we were considered old heads, once upon a time, we were once some young damn fools.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me. Say something.
And that's on the real for real, because we were hard-headed once upon, I don't know about them, but yeah, I was hard-headed once upon a time. I really didn't want to listen to nobody tell me what they had to say, because like I said, when I was young, I wasn't trying to hear all that. I was trying to do my thing, but at the same time, the ones who tried to tell me, guess what? They also told me a hard head will eventually make a soft ass. And guess what? They ain't never lied. So, y'all know what? I started feeling it as I was growing up as a teenager. So I knew it was time to get wise before graduating high school. But at least one thing I could say after graduating high school, you had a lot of them that ended up getting in trouble with the law, getting hooked on hard drugs, or just doing stuff just doing some unheard of and unbelievable.
Sugar honey iced tea.
And that's on the real for real. Because I'm going to tell y'all this, though. We all did some stuff. We all fell short, but I will say this. I ain't never did nothing that was bad enough to get arrested. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to tell you. So guess what? I can say that. You know why?
Because I'm here to tell it.
You damn right. But anyway, y'all, so much for that. But yeah, he told me, he said, I remember when you were younger. Yeah, you had many lady friends, but a lot of them you kicked to the curb in a heartbeat. I sure did. I was quick to cut a lot of them off because I knew what they was about, and I knew their heart wasn't in the right place, and I know they didn't have good intentions. So I did what I had to do to protect my peace. And I'm just gonna say this right here, cuz. They're gonna say that right here, y'all. Like I always tell people, it's not about anger, animosity, hatred, revenge, holding grudges, or none of that. That's irrelevant. It's about protection of your peace. That means if you got trust issues, you got to protect your peace.
Talk to me. Say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Like I said, a lot of people thought I was the meanest so-and-so in the world back in the day. And they thought I was holding grudges against me. No, I'm gonna see it one more time. I wasn't holding grudges. I was just protecting my peace. And let me let y'all in on a little something about holding grudges. When you're holding grudges, you might not say nothing, but you're plotting. You're plotting to get back at whoever hurted you. But if you're protecting your peace and not saying nothing to them at all, and leave it in the Lord's hands, you're protecting your peace.
Talk to me. Say something.
And
No one can do it better.
but you and the Lord. But like I was saying, I ain't gonna mention no name, but one sister who I knew years ago did me so dirty, and then she thought she was gonna try to manipulate and slick me like a can of oil, which she couldn't. But just to let the record be known, during that time when they asked me why was I being hateful, all right, now I will. When I was being hateful, but guess what? I don't think I was being hateful. I was treating them like they treated me, and I was letting them know how I really felt about how they treated me. And I was gonna remind them every chance I got, and I did. But that person told somebody I was hateful, mean, and rude. During that time, when the person came back and told me that person said that, I literally told them to tell that person they can kiss my you know what up and down and lick it till they tongue turn doo-doo brown. Yes, I did say that at the time. And I said, if you got to tell me what somebody else said and you can't defend me, I told them I was gonna get in their ass. I was like white on rice, cold as ice. And
Big old shit.
And then you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. Years after that, this certain person sided against me with somebody. And before you knew it, I got so pissed at the time, before I knew it, I just snapped. I just went off and said how I really felt and didn't care how they felt at the time. And I let them know, if you're gonna tell me what somebody else said, at least have the consideration enough to defend me. But I said, if you're gonna tell me what they said and you don't defend me, that showed me right there that they were co-signing bullshit. And that's on the real. So I stopped speaking to them for years. But guess what? But later on, I had to be the bigger man and let them know that they were gonna have to be held accountable for what they did. Because if it was up to me, I would have popped a cap in their ass. But it's not worth it. God don't like ugly. But then again, the same person who I made peace with, I'm not trying to be funny, but they got their own karma. I don't have to reveal it, but what it is, we squashed it, we forgave, and we still cool to this day. But we still cool. That's all I can tell you. But I had to be the bigger man to let him know that I did go off, and I was out of line about. I know you said some stuff. I said shit. I meant what I said. I was just out of line, and I wanted to let them know that sometimes it takes a rude awakening to let people know that you ain't fucking playing.
Talk to me. Say something.
But yeah, and that same person, the one that called me hateful, just to let them know, I'm gonna say this again. I wasn't hateful. I was protecting my peace at that time, and I refused to let that person get close to me during that time, because the way I was feeling, I probably would have did something to that person that was against the law. But it wasn't worth it. So what I did, like I said, I protected my peace. Just didn't say nothing to them. Every time they called, I brushed them off or hung up or whatever. But when they told this certain person they weren't gonna call me, I asked them, do they promise? That's what I said. But then years later, That person called and told me that person said that they didn't have no grudge against me and I shouldn't have no grudge, which is true, but at the same time, like I said, it wasn't about grudges. I was protecting my peace. And just to say this too for the record, for that person that said that they didn't have a grudge against me, the only reason why they said that because guilt, because it was their guilt was kicking in to where their conscience was kicking their ass.
Talk to me. Say something.
And yeah, you know what? During that time, I still didn't give in. I still didn't want to hear it. See, I mean, like I said, I was just protecting my peace. But you know, later on in life, I had to let go and forgive, let go and let God. I had to forgive. I mean, I had to forgive them in spite of, not because of, but that don't mean that I forgive the act.
Talk to me. Say something.
Like I said, I had to forgive them for my peace. That don't mean I'm gonna break my neck and call them. That don't mean that we cool or whatnot. Basically, what I'm saying, that like I said, this is what I'm gonna say really. I'm not gonna send my soul to hell for nobody.
Talk to me. Say something.
And that's on the real for real. I mean, you can't go to the kingdom with hatred in your heart. But I'm gonna say this: I don't have hatred. I just don't trust, and I just don't trust. It's just hard for me to trust somebody. And that is true, cause I don't have no hatred. I just don't trust them. And they got to look, and to be real with you, the only way if you lose my trust, you can't regain it overnight. You got to earn it. And guess what? Now, you know what? And people like me, I will have tubes of lipstick or people choices, and they could pick the color they choice, and they could smear it on and kiss where the sun rays miss.
Talk to me. Say something.
And look, that's for some people. But now, you know, the best thing to do now, you got to let go and let God. You know, that's easier said than done in some cases. But me personally, I'm just gonna say this right here. I'm gonna let go and let God. But also too, I wouldn't kill nobody with a jawbone of an ass. But I'll bust their ass in their jawbone. And that's on the real for real.
Talk to me. Say something.
So before I close, I'm gonna say this right here. Them same bridges that some people burn intentionally, they better be careful about those bridges they burn, because they might need those bridges when they have to cross over troubled waters.
Talk to me. Say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Yeah, really, that means you never know. That same person who lost your trust or who you done pissed off or hurt or whatever might be the same person that they might need, like I said. Them burned bridges you might need to cross over troubled waters. Now, one more thing before I go. Now, sometimes bridges can be reconstructed, meaning what's fixed can be broken. And if it's not too serious, it can be squashed or whatnot. But if it's broken and it can't be fixed, or there's no chance in hell that you'll never earn that, you'll never have that person's trust again,
You done burnt the motherfucker to smithereens.
and that's on the real. The bridges done burnt the smithereens, and don't nobody want that to happen. I mean, if you got a good heart and you care like you say you do, you'll keep living righteous. You'll remain humble. You'll treat people like you want to be treated, and you'll respect others like you want to be respected. And you will follow those
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
No one can do it better.
Talk to me. Say something.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
but later on during the week. Well, That's my show for today. But I want to thank everybody who took the time to check out, tuned in, viewed, and watched the Carlos Stargell show. And I want to thank my cousin, Nyla Mouse, and Tasha for joining me on the live chat. I really appreciate that, y'all. And I want to thank Veronica. Is she watching or whatnot? Hey, baby. Yeah. But in a way, and thank my mom if she catching it. Hey, mama, and anybody else.
What it is?
Okay. And I want to thank the subscribers. I want to thank the new subscribers, and all the subscribers. Now, if you haven't subscribed and you find it in your heart and you feeling it in the depths of your soul, please hit the like or the subscription bell.
Sure would appreciate it.
And I love you too, cuz. And yeah, I love you too. But in a way, y'all, again, thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out and watch the Carlos Stargell show with that bona fide G certified true Atlanta, Georgia born and coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, and not afraid to speak what I feel and yell out what's real. No bull, no lies, no acts, no slacks, just straight facts. Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made me, they broke the mold. So until the next time, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And by all means,
Please behave yourselves. Stop the violence. Increase the peace. Eliminate the hate. And spread a whole lot of more love. And keep living righteous and stay humble. And treat others like you want to be treated. And keep on following those basic instructions before leaving this earth.
so until the next time, y'all, peace. 2 fingers. I'm out here like last year. Later on, you straighter. Right on, right on.